I'm here with Alexander from Zaum Studios. Have I said that right? Zaum.
Yeah, Zaum Studios.
Zaum Studios. With No Truce for the Furies.
No Truce with the Furies.
No Truce with the Furies. Sorry.
Yeah, it's actually a Welsh. It's the title's after like a poem by a Welsh poet.
Which poet?
Uh,
I don't know. You should
I'm
know,
totally blanking out on the name right now.
I think you were asking me. I don't know. I'm useless with poetry.
Anyways, yeah, it's a Welsh poet.
A Welsh poet. Okay. It'll come to you later.
Probably. I hope so.
But 10 minutes
Otherwise,
after
that
we
would
finish.
be embarrassing.
10 minutes after you finish. Do you want to explain a bit about the game?
Yeah. So it's a role-playing game, sort of in the vein of the isometric classics, like Baldur's Gate and of course Planescape Torment, the greatest of all role-playing games. So, I mean, essentially the plot gist of it is that one morning you wake up with a massive, absolutely nuclear hangover. You're in a trashed up hotel room, and as you kind of like gather your clothes and your pieces, you try to piece together what just happened. It appears that last night you probably tried to drink yourself to death. Apparently something bad has happened in your life. And as you get your stuff together, you exit the motel room and you go out, you find out that you're also a police officer, that you have responsibilities. There has been a murder
Not
and
getting
you need
drunk.
to solve it.
Not getting drunk again, that's not a responsibility.
No, I mean, in the game you can get drunk. And,
you can get drunk again?
Yeah, and as an alcoholic, you consuming alcohol essentially gives you stat bonuses. But it might not be a very good idea to indulge in that habit, because if you do too much of that, bad things happen in the game.
So the game actually diverges. I've seen when I was playing it a minute ago. So you have different stats, and you can choose your type of character you start with, and you get the choice of like the dialogue options you go through. So how does this change the way in which the game plays?
Yeah, so it's like a very it's almost not even like a branching path dialogue. It's almost like a rhizomatic dialogue where like bits and pieces come together depending on the skills that you have. And we have this like interesting system where your skills kind of talk to you. So as you're like talking with someone, skills can come and interject in the middle of the dialogue. So as I'm like telling you about this game, drama kind of whispers, kind of like my own thought process says that maybe you should punk it up a little. Maybe you should put some like, maybe you should jump now. Maybe you should like, really like. Or like Half-Life, which is kind of like an adrenaline gland kind of skill, can come in and say that this guy is probably a bit of an asshole. You should punch him in the face. And depending on the way that that you build your character, that the skills that you have, you get like different options and stuff, and it all like feeds into the dialogue that you get and the way you see the world and the coloration of it.
You said it was a roguelike. Actually, I think I discovered you can even die before you've made it out of the original hotel room. Is this correct?
No. There is a place where it's essentially for us a tutorial moment where we teach that the world can actually hurt you, but you can't actually die there. It's
oh, okay. So it's just to teach you. Okay. But your own background's a little bit different. I mean, you're the artist on the game.
Yeah, there are more artists, but I'm the art director, I guess.
Art director on the game. Okay. Go on. Do you want to give a bit of information about your own background? You said.
Yeah. So my background is in like oil painting stuff, and sort of like coming to video games from like an art background. That's sort of true for a lot of people at the studio. Our like lead writer is a published novelist. There's a book set in the same universe that the game actually happens in, and we're getting it translated. So somewhere coinciding with the release of the game, there's going to be like an English version of the book as well. And like our sound guy has a background in theater production, so it's hopefully as we come from our like disparate fields of disciplines, we bring like something interesting and fresh to the medium of video games.
Something different, innovative, new ideas, and that's good. I mean, the art style is certainly very unique. It's got like this nice oil painting style.
Thank you.
Was it quite difficult to do this, like to use this style that's very different from perhaps what other games are using? Or
it took some like conceptual thinking on my part to figure it all out. But it's like a smash and grab of the best hits of the 20th century art history. There's like some impressionism in there with the way that I handle like color and stuff, where a white is never exactly white. There are like flecks of orange and blue in it, and but also like contemporary oil painting stuff like Jenny Saville, the great British painter. It's just like the energy of the brushstroke is something that's very important to me, and I'm trying to get away from a video gamey look and 3D models running around doing shit look into this is a painting. You can appreciate this game as a painting kind of feeling.
Yeah, it's certainly very beautiful. What's the plans for release? Do you know when you have idea when it's going to come out?
Somewhere next year, basically.
Somewhere next year, okay. Which platforms is it coming to?
As many as we can possibly muster.
We have Steam in the humble store
yeah,
here
like all
already.
of the stuff that has Steam, and then maybe some more, maybe, hoping.
We'll wait and see.
Also, this is the lead writer now.
The lead writer.
Designer of
do you
this game for some reason.
want to talk a bit about the writing on the game?
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, we're doing really ambitious stuff here.
Okay.
It's a tall order to make text, engaging for the modern consumer. But I mean, I think we've done this kind of user interface, kind of tempo, kinetics to the text. We just try to do everything to pull the rug out of the reader's feet. Engage them with what's going on here. And the best kind of text is the kind of text where you don't even realize you're reading anymore, because it becomes so personal and kind of like this tunnel of light, throwing insane shit at you. So that's pretty much what we're going for here.
It's almost you're reading subconsciously. You're just going with the game.
So yeah, there's stuff you can do with. Everyone knows that text has always been an important thing for RPGs, but there's, I think, even some extra length or room to go with making it even, kind of transcend the problems that literature has nowadays, and also get an insane amount of reactivity into the game, because all of the scenes needs to be written well, of course, but it gives us a kind of what RPG people always pine for, like this insane kind of choice and consequence structures. So
yeah. Obviously, there's like a risk reward there thing as well. So you get the. I think sometimes it tells you whether you're going to be successful, or like your chances for success in.
Yeah, we try to eke every bit of excitement out of there. It's amazing how exciting you can make a simple dice roll if you have insane writing there. If you fail, horrible things are going to happen. Like if you try to hit on a woman, really, and if you truly fail at it, and you get to play out every excruciating detail of it, that really realistically written, or just even in action scenes when you fail to dodge a bullet, what happens in real life is you're going to start to bleed out and die, and that's a pretty dramatic experience. But in video games, it's usually it's kind of load game event. But we can go this text-based kind of combat thing that we're doing.
Yep.
We still have a lot of animations, cool animations. You get to see it. It really helps us push you into this kind of moment where the edges of your vision are blurring, and you kind of understand that this is all we are, and it's goodbye time now. So we can narrate with real literary zeal and gusto there. So we're trying to kind of get over this kind of disparity between combat and story mechanics, where if people die in combat, in our kind of story combat, you really feel the consequences of that.
They're dead.
They're dead. Yeah, and they're not coming back. And then we're not gonna have cutscene powers or cutscene deaths here. You can. It's because your skill checks failed, because you weren't a hardcore role player enough.
Where can people find out more about the game?
We have a site. No Truce with the Furies is a site.
Okay.
Be sure to spell it with one R, and
otherwise you might find something very different.
We have a site coming up, and at the end of the year we're going to have an announced trailer.
Yep.
That's going to, hopefully pump some adrenaline in you, and it's coming out, as my friend here said, in 2018.
Sometime next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thank you too.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.